Hi, I'm Dr. Pat Love. In my 40 years of clinical experience, I would often make recommendations to my clients to make a New Year's resolution for their relationship. Think about it. We make resolutions for ourselves, so why not make a resolution to improve your relationship? And when they would ask me for a suggestion, here was my most common suggestion, and I want to give it to you. And this is what it is. Catch your partner in the act of doing something right and acknowledge it. Period. It's that simple. It doesn't take time. And you might say, well, I already do that. Increase it. And I mean, it can be little things. For example, I always appreciate the fact that you load the dishwasher in a way that takes the most dishes. I appreciate that and thank you. That's a simple thing. Can be a big thing. Thank you for always making sure we're caught up on our sex life and making that a priority. That really means a lot to me. And it could be something that, the person did even years ago. You could bring up a fond memory and say, remember that time you brought pajamas for all of us to wear over the holidays and how much fun it was and how my mother still gets out those pictures? That was a fun time and it was all because of you. Now you might say, why would an easy little simple thing like this make a difference? Here's why. We like people who like us. We like people who see the best in us. If you and I had just become friends, had just become acquainted, and let's just say we were coworkers, and I started noticing what you do. I started making comments on it. I started thanking you or acknowledging you. You would have to work hard at not liking me. We like people who like us. And actually, we come to love people who like us and see the best in us, especially when you add that romantic twist, right? So this creates an atmosphere not only of connection, but a positive relationship between you and your partner. Now, you might be saying, Dr. Love, you don't realize how many problems we have in our relationship, how many difficulties we have to solve. Well, let me put it this way. If you had to problem solve, if you had to address difficulties, who would you want to problem solve with more? Someone who likes you, someone who's connected to you, someone who sees the best in you, or someone who ignores the good things you do and only complains about those you don't do exactly right? This positive bond, this positive ideation makes a atmosphere for change. Now, you've heard it said, and so have I, well, you can't change somebody else, you can only change yourself. That's partially true. I can create an atmosphere that will bring out the best in you. You certainly know if I'm in a relationship with you, I can create an atmosphere that brings out the worst in you, right? So if we create a positive attitude, if we create a positive atmosphere, we're much more likely in our relationship to solve the difficulties, address the difficulties, to actually move in your partner's direction and make some of the changes that you know will please your partner. The other thing is having a positive ideation, a positive view of your partner, and having to look for the good in your partner will change not only your partner and how your partner feels like about you, it will change you. When you have a positive attitude, when you have that optimism, you are avoiding one of the most dangerous predictors of divorce and separation, and that is contempt. Contempt is the single greatest predictor of divorce and separation. And you know my definition of contempt. I've made up my mind about you and it's not good. Contempt is when I look at you and all I see is the bad. I don't see the good. And that is one of the strongest predictors of divorce and separation. So if you want to make a New Year's resolution, if you want to do something simple, if you want to do something that will make a positive difference, catch your partner in the act of doing something right and just let them know. And let me just add this bonus. Let them know in a meaningful way. It could be a touch. It could be eye contact. It could be a smile. It could be a kiss. It could be a second piece of pie. I don't know. You know your partner better than I do. Catch your partner in the act of doing something right and acknowledge it. We'll all be better. You'll be better. And actually, you can make a more positive difference in your family and the people around you. Happy New Year.